What's up, Wolfpack? Today is day one of the new training philosophy. I'm going to be training 2 times to failure for all the sets that I am safe with doing that with. So, like, bench press, probably won't be doing it. And anything similar to that where it's kind of like freeway and if I need a spotter. But I want to try it out. I want to see how it will go. I'm going to make a big video at the end, hopefully. To kind of give like a recap. Want to try it, kind of want to commit to it. And yeah, I'll turn back on the camera when I'm in the gym. Alright, Wolfpack, we got leg extension to start us off. I'm just going to do a warm-up set just to get a feel of it. And then we'll go to the 2 sets of failure. So right now we got 70 on the bar, or on the machine. So we'll go for like 10, just try to get a feel. Might need to move this up just a tad. Okay. I actually don't know how much I could do on this. I don't usually do leg extension. At least not anymore. I used to do it a decent amount. Not on this specific one. We have 2 leg extensions here. I used to go on another one. So this one I kind of got to adjust myself to. But, you know, we're gonna keep doing it. Get the job done. Something I want to talk about today was the idea that you should change for yourself. I'm personally a big believer of, you know, that you should want to change yourself and strive to change for the better. And when I say for the better, what I usually mean is like, I don't know, let's say you want to, I don't know, go out more often. You want to meet new people. You know, the best thing you do is go out. That's like the greatest thing to change. And I think, well, I don't think, I believe from my personal experience that I have wanted to change for a long time. And I have the idea that, oh yeah, I'm doing the right thing, I'm going there. But I'm kind of just stagnating with the idea of, yeah, I'm going to change. Like, one thing I could think of is literally the example I just gave. I'm someone who kind of isolated themselves throughout the first semester of college here. And I was always telling myself, oh yeah, I'm going to do this tomorrow to make myself a little bit more outgoing. And I'd be really happy with the mindset I get in. And then by the time I get there, you know, I just don't really follow through, I guess. And I think a lot of us, or well, I guess I don't know, but I can go based off of my experiences as someone who has who's done these things. Is I think a lot of us like the idea of thinking that we're changing for the better when we really aren't changing at all. So I'm going to think a little bit more on that. I'm going to get this first set of failure going. I'd usually give a rep range, but I don't have a rep range. And we're doing 130 for now. We'll see how it is. If I feel like I'm doing too many reps, I'll maybe move it up. Like, if I do like 14 reps and I'm still pushing, then I'll probably move it up. All right. Oh my God. Oof. Okay, well, I said if I did more than 14, I'll go up. So we'll go up to 160 for now. And those last 2 reps were scary. I don't think I went to true failure there, I'm going to be honest. I I just gotta get used to it. I'm throughout a majority of my training, I'm never really gone to failure. I'm not someone who likes to go to failure. You know, it's probably just because I like to be a little bit comfortable, which that kind of coincides with the next point that I was gonna make. I didn't really, plan on doing this, but I guess it works. But another thing with change is that a lot of people will stay inside their comfort zones. Like me, going back to that me wanting to be a bit more outgoing point is, when I think of it, the only reason I didn't do the things that I had the mindset of doing, or the goals of doing, I guess, would be because it was just outside my comfort zone. And I think a lot of people are not willing to leave that comfort zone, which I was watching a video yesterday, which I think brought a really good point into, I guess, a good point for me to think on. And it was, the only reason we have comfort zones and social anxiety is because in earlier times when we'd use these kind of senses, I guess. Or, I don't really know if senses is the right word, but it's really the only word I could think of for right now. But we would use these senses as a way of kind of just protecting ourselves. But now that we've kind of modernized, these senses that are there to protect us are now kind of trapping us rather than protecting us, because we don't really need that protection anymore. With the idea of, like, let's say there's two tribes in, like, whatever era. You're from one tribe, and then obviously there's the other tribe. Social anxiety, what it would kind of do is stop you from going to the other tribe to kind of protect you in case something were to happen. I got one more. Yeah, I'll be done in a minute. All right, let me get this last set in. You got 160. All right, that's the end of leg extension. I'll turn back on the camera for the next exercise. Shit. All right, what's up, Wolfpack? All right, so right now I'm about halfway through the workout. I did pretty much all the ones that I'm gonna do, or all the exercises I'm gonna do off camera. We got 2 chest and this leg and 1 back, and then I'm all done. So far, what I've noticed is that I'm not really pushing myself a whole lot in the gym. Like, I thought I was going, like, close to failure, but it turns out not even close. It's a little worrisome. I feel like I'm leaving gains on the table right now. So, as of right now, I'm happy, but I'm really sore. So, man, overall, I'd rather be happy than sore. Or, well, I'd rather be happy and sore than not sore and not happy. So it's a long-term positive. Anyways, we're gonna do our warm-up weight. We got 40 pounds on here. Pretty sure I got everything right for the the machine. So we'll just do it for now. Okay, maybe not. I might need to move the seat up just a little bit. There we go. Okay. Time for the 2 sets to failure. We'll do 145 for now. We'll see how many reps I do of this. If I get like over 10, I'll move up the weight a good chunk. And then we'll go from there. Today's just really kind of just the first day to feel out everything. Considering I don't really go to failure often. You think of stuff to talk about. I've been so locked in on trying to go to failure here. I mean, I was talking about changing earlier, but I feel like I got everything out that I wanted to. Let's just take a little peep here. Oh, actually, one thing I could talk about. It's a little political here, but this happened a decent amount of time since the last time this happened a decent amount of time since I'm recording this, but Alex Preddy, I think is his name, the guy who definitely got murdered by ICE. When I mean murdered, I mean the definition of wrongfully killing. You know, it's really sad what happened, and you know, I'm hoping whoever was close to him is, you know, I shouldn't, like, hopefully they're able to get through this with like a little amount of issue. You know, in my opinion, he got wrongfully killed after everything I've seen. I don't really know how you can defend ICE at this point. ICE is just gone crazy now. And like I said in the last video, I talked about ICE. You know, if you don't like what's going on and you're old enough to vote, please make sure that you are registered to vote. As something I've learned is that they keep unregistering people after a certain amount of time. So please make sure you're registered to vote, even if you think you are. Still try and register. So then hopefully you could vote for the midterms. And if you don't like what's going on, vote for probably Democrats. I think the Democrats are the ones that are really gonna try and push Trump getting impeached. So if you really want to, please do. You know, your vote matters, even if you don't think so. You know, one thing I like to let people know is that the most minuscule impact you have on the world is still an impact on the world, and it has changed the trajectory of the world. Although it's not like it might not be like a massive number, it's still a number. You know, it's like, so please use your voice. Let people know that you're tired of whatever, or, you know, if you're gonna defend ICE, which I don't agree with, but if you are, you know, use your voice and let people know why you do. Secondly, to the people who are gonna be like, oh no, fuck that. If you follow ICE, I don't like you. You know, I don't like them either. But you know, the political divide that we have is what's gonna really ruin us in the long term. So at least hear the people out. You know, you still don't have to agree with them after they've made their points, because at the end of the day, it's your opinion, and your opinion really only matters to you. Anyways, let's get this first set to failure going. We got 145 on. Like I said, for the leg extensions, we'll see how many reps I do, and if I get more than 10, I'll move up the weight. Okay. pretty sure I did more than 10 there. Move it up to 160. Man, I see why people hate leg days now. I really never understood why people hated it so much. Like, I knew it was a little bit more painful to get a full range of motion, but I never really felt super sore after my sets of legs. Like, this is really the only exercise where I got sore after a little bit. But now that I'm kind of pushing myself close to failure, man, that's a struggle. Like, I was struggling to walk down the stairs. That's after my leg extension. I had to hold on to the railing for the first time. It's really weird, but I'm hoping my body gets used to just kind of being in that kind of fatigue, I guess. It's the best way to put it. And hopefully, I can maximize my gains. Well, I wish I kind of did like a physique check before this video. So I guess whenever I edit that big video I was talking about, I'll just show the physique from the first gym, the Home Gym Chronicles video, where I got my shirt off and shit. Whew. Yeah. I'm really excited to see if I make some gains, whether it's strength-wise or hypertrophy-wise or really anything-wise. I'm hoping to make gains. And, hopefully it's noticeable. I'm not expecting too much. I'm not expecting, to look like fucking C-bomb. But I'm hoping I can at least notice it. Like, even if it's just I hit a new PR on bench. Next time I go for a bench PR, then that's a major success in my opinion. Also, I'm gonna get a new pair of lifting straps. I'm not a big fan of these ones. I'm thinking about getting some Echo Vision, the ones with the little cuffs on them, just because I feel like it'd be convenient to have that attachment as well. And then, shout out to my mom for, helping me out here, giving me some advice every time I post a new video. I bet you're probably watching this right now, Mom. Thank you a whole lot. Because, your support's better than no support at all. This goes back to me talking about how even if you think your impact's minuscule, it's still an impact. And without my mom, there would be no impact in terms of, there wouldn't be as much impact. I shouldn't say this, because there's other people that watch this. But there wouldn't be as much impact on the, critiquing and support if my mom wasn't watching. So, once again, thank you, Mom. I'm excited to see you soon. And hopefully I'm not sore when I see you. And then you guys, I'm pretty sure we'll get to see the new gym bag. I'll show off the gym bag that my mom bought me. I don't even know what it looks like. And hopefully the people here don't get mad at me for having a gym bag, because I'm pretty sure, this bag isn't allowed, or really any bag. So I'm hoping they don't get mad at me. So far they haven't. And I don't really expect them to be mad at me. But I'm prepared if they are. And, hopefully if they get mad at me, it's after I make this little 30-day transformation. Because I want to hold my camera in my bag. And if I can't hold my camera in my bag, then I don't know what I'm going to do to bring the camera here. Anyways, let's get this next set. I did move up the weight. Let's switch that increment. But I did move up the weight because I did 10 reps, or at least I think I did 10 reps beforehand. Anyways, I did it like a decent amount of reps, even if I'm miscounted. So we'll do this. This will be the last set of leg curls, and we'll see what other exercises we got. All right. Yeah, that was a struggle. All right, I'll turn back on the camera if I haven't another exercise or if I need to make an outro. So I'll see you guys whenever I turn back on the camera.